It was Mark Poulton that packaged him. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is Primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already know. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Biting Wolf, USAssassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is Primetime Poulton. This is Primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Grinned red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The King took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Left none living, none able to tell. The King took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the. Bow down. Bow down to the King. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The King is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the King. On your knees to the King. The King of Kings. There is only one.
Hey, Graveyard Shift 2 was really, really good. It's one of my favorite Comicsgate books that I've ever read. I really, really enjoyed it. I keep saying that. I didn't realize how much I like Mark Poulton's writing. But I do. He writes a pretty good action superhero yarn. I'm tempted to check out his other project, which looks Sea Dog. It looks pretty cool as well. Codename Kill Switch.
Just another boring day where nothing changes, everything was normal till you came running up my street, and you ran so fast I was taken by the flash. Then you came and brought me here. You locked me here. You locked me in your basement. And you told me you loved me. And I said I loved you too. And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that pass. If I'd have known this day would be all out. Taken by the flash. My mother and my father, they both warned me when they said you were unstable. But your jawline and your brown eyes, they were more than I could take. And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Now we both gone missing and we're kissing till the police come to find us. Is it wrong that I like it and I don't wanna go back home? And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that pass. If I'd have known this day would be all out. Taken by the flash. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting.
What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It's the Moral Compass, TMC, the Fulfillment King, Mark Poulton. And this is Revolution. Joining me, I got my best friend, Sean Aaron. What's up, Sean?
Everything. I almost died today.
You almost died.
Yeah.
Save that story. Let's bring on in everyone else, and then you can
Okay.
share it with the group.
Hmm.
We got joining us. I knew he was going to be here today because we're revealing his cover. We got Chris Graves in the house. What's up, Chris?
Yo, bang! What's up, brother? So
And-
go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sean
and-
almost died today, huh?
yeah. We're going to get the full story in a second. But
Nice.
first, I got to bring on our fourth man, Henry Quillador. What's up?
Hello.
This is your new persona you're going to unveil at Heroes Con, right?
Yes. Enrico Quillador, Lord of Inklingshire.
Nice. Does it come with a margarita machine?
No, I don't know. I'm just being silly.
Okay.
And of course, we got the first person in the chat. You know, a huge accident on the highway wasn't going to slow him down. He still got home in time. Ice pick Mark Pangren. He said stuck in one spot for 50 minutes on the highway rush hour due to a U-Haul truck being completely burnt down. Didn't stop me from being home in time for a revolution. You know, that's why you're number one in the chat rankings, man. Amanda B, she would just given up.
Yeah.
Not you, Mark Pangren.
Mark doesn't make excuses.
Yeah.
He gets it done.
I heard he was on the way to the comic shop when that happened. Little bird told me.
Hmm.
We got Corey Barton in the house. What's up, Corey?
What's up,
Hey,
Corey?
Corey.
Great.
Corey's
Barton.
second in the chat. We got Edwin the Ace in the house. What's up, Edwin? Edwin and I were just guests on the Dennis and Andy show. Thank you,
Oh, man.
Dennis and Andy, for having us on to promote our books.
Hmm.
Go check out the Ace Volume 3 from Edwin. He's going to be on my channel Monday.
And he'll be on Art and Stuff tomorrow night.
Nice, making the rounds. Like to see
Yeah.
that.
Make the rounds.
That's
Corey
me.
Barton, share the links. Thank you, Corey. You gotta move up the rankings in the chat. Thank you. Mark says so many Blood Hunt books dropped today. They sure did. I got my notification from my comic shop telling me what I had in my bin. I'm gonna have to stop by this week and pick them up. I fell behind on Blood Hunt on my reading. I got to catch up, but I'm really loving what I've read so far of Marvel's big vampire crossover.
What's in the box?
Corey says, I watched the Flash movie. Can't believe how bad the CGI was in it. Corey, that's because the Flash was in the Speed Force. We don't know. Normal people like us, we don't know what things look like in the Speed Force. So they could look a little wonky. And that's what
They have bad CGI.
that's what I told myself.
That's a compliment.
I'm gonna to no one's surprise. I really like the Flash movie.
Oh,
I like that Michael Keaton was in it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Chris Graves is saying. Yeah, but Keaton was great. I'm mad we're not getting that Batgirl movie because I want more Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that's
It's
the
a
only
shame.
reason. Yeah, but, you know, we're getting more Michael Keaton anyway because Beetlegeist 2 is coming out.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yep.
Corey says Keaton was cool in it. Oh, we got Lewis Michael in the house. He says, hello, Mr. Poulton. Hi, Corey. That's what I like to see. A little respect put on my name. Sean, first time I met Chris, that's how he addressed me. He was like, Mr. Poulton, pleasure to work out with you today. I was
That's
like,
bullshit.
please, just call me Mark.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Man, Mark
You
was
gotta
like,
love these
"Please,
writers and their homoerotic fantasies.
He's like,
Hey,
well,
now.
that's what I thought he said.
That's how I heard it. May have been a little different.
Don't touch me there, Mr. Poulton.
Christopher Bouchard. What's up, Mark, Sean, Enrico, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
How's it going, buddy?
What is up?
Corey, yeah, I sang your praise, man. He was second and shared some links. There you go. You're moving up the rankings. You passed Amanda B.
What else did he share?
He shared Type 1. He shared USAssassin.
Nice.
I did not see the Writhe Payne 2 sign up. So, Corey, come on.
Oh,
Let's
It's still
Right
early
back
in
down.
the
Fix
show.
that.
Right
Come on.
back down.
Corey says, what about the CGI babies falling from the hospital? Loved it. Thought it. You don't
had
know. You don't know what the Flash sees. He's not like us.
Yeah, there's no fucking way you like the CGI in that movie, right?
It was great.
I'm sure the people who made it worked really hard on it, Chris.
Yeah.
It was stylized.
That's what it's all about. As
Yeah.
long as you work.
It was stylized, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stylized, exactly. In the do you want realistic artwork or do you want stylized artwork? I for one, want stylized.
for sure.
Mm.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
thought it was only Ezra Miller could put a baby in a microwave. You know what I mean?
It's right up his alley.
Hey, I mean, that's why we played the song at the beginning of every show. We were trying to
that.
warn people. Stay
I
away
jammed out
from.
to that song. Like,
It's a great song, man.
love it.
I know it's on Chris's workout playlist.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Moving up the
5
rankings.
Nano.
Sign up for Writhe Payne book 2. Good job, man.
You're still kind of hanging in there because you forgot. Maybe next week you can work back up.
Mark says Corey Barton hasn't watched every Tubi movie for the club like I have, though. You know, come on, Mark. Don't worry. You'll always be number one, man.
I don't know. Too much of a kiss ass can kind of work against you.
There's no such thing as too much as far as I'm concerned.
Right, yeah.
I was going to give Mark a chance to share the other links, but too late. Oh, okay.
Mm.
He's giving Penguin a chance to shine. Penguin does so much.
right.
It's, but that's very nice of you, Corey. So, Sean,
Yeah.
I hear you almost died today.
So I had a checkup with my doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and the nurse took my heart rate,
Yeah.
and it was 124, and she's like, "You're dead." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, well, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm a diabetic, and it takes me a while." Never mind. But she tested on my pinky finger, and then a few moments later, she checked on the regular finger, and it dropped down to like 119, which is still high. But she's like, "Are you nervous?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm a little anxious." I was getting some blood work results. I was worried about if the tubes were still working properly, like if I had to drink a certain juice. And she's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." But my sugar levels were dropping at that time. So by the time I got home, like I was low. So I think maybe that's why my heart was racing. And I'm a kind of anxious guy as it is. Like I haven't smoked weed in months. So I think I need to rectify and get myself a good doobie. Hint, hint. But yeah, scary shit. Other than that, things are good.
Well, that's good to hear, man. We wouldn't want to lose you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you survive.
like it.
That's
Awesome.
the important thing.
Yeah. Pipes are working good though.
Good.
So, Mark, you brought up the gym, and a crazy fucking thing happened to me at the gym the other day.
I showed up.
Well, that, yeah. And you actually lifted, too, which was crazy. You didn't just check out all the guys. But, no, so I'm in there. I'm doing, you know how our thing's set up, like where we're doing the triceps, right?
Yeah.
That looked weird, right? Anyway, so I'm doing triceps, and there's a chick. She's right in front of me. Like, she's thick, not fat, but thick. She starts doing jumping jacks, dude. And a titty jumped out. It's like, I was like, yo, I thought you're supposed to wear like special bras for that, right? So she pops out. She's like, hauls ass back to the fucking, I guess, the locker room. Gets herself back, back together. And like a fucking G, went back to doing her workout and never left the fucking place till she was done. Like, I thought she would have been mortified, like hauled ass out the gym.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Nah, no fuck.
for
Yeah,
her.
could you imagine your jumping jacks and your fucking cock balls out?
Yeah.
I know it's a children's show, but you know what I'm saying. And then she comes back. She comes back out and fucking just continued the workout. Man, I couldn't believe it.
Shout out to
for her.
everyone.
Yeah, that's what I said.
She taped him down.
I wish I got her name. Yeah, something like a sports bra, maybe. But yeah, that was interesting.
Corey says he's trying to, get on your good side, Chris. He says he calls it Rise in Pain, but he says has the best strong babes in it.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah. That's when Chris and I have
My man.
our breakup, and I go start my competing book, Rise in Pain.
Look, you can already
Right.
tell he's thinking about it.
You always have to have a backup plan, man.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a rise and paid. And it's
Yeah.
about a pimp whose daughter that's a prostitute gets superpowers.
I love it.
Yeah,
Well, we'll
Mark, just
talk
hire me to
after.
do a cover. That's all.
Yeah, I hire you to work on my competing book with you. I'm a nice guy. I would do it.
Chris will do it under his pen name.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look bad for the fans.
Mark says the real question is, where is Amanda B? That's a good point. Where is Amanda B?
No.
Corey says, apart from the pink stuff, rest of Writhe Payne is so cool. So it's not pink, it's purple. We've been over this, Corey.
Corey, you're a
Colorblind.
colorblind. For Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I love purple.
Maybe if there was no pink stuff in Writhe Payne, it would rise in my comic book rankings. Ouch. Misty says that would never happen to her. You know, she would never have a boobie pop out.
A malfunction?
A mammary malfunction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark called it a
guys,
BB.
we got 24 people watching on Twitter and
nice.
I'm sorry, X and YouTube. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We're here every Wednesday. And then Sunday, we review horror movies that you can watch for free on Tubi. This week, although I might have to change it. I forgot it was Father's Day this week. We're discussing Midnight Meat Train, which everyone seems to be raving about. What?
What was it called?
Midnight Meat Train.
It's a movie about the time that I lived in Brooklyn.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Save those details.
By the way, a lot of controversy with the Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club after Amanda B was exposed as having someone.
We're not talking about boobies.
Yeah, feeding her picks, because we said, every movie she picked was fantastic. Turns out it was Citizen Ronin. She wants to redeem herself. She DM'd me and said if she could have another shot, she would like us to watch Stir of Echoes.
Stir of Echoes? With Kevin's Bacon?
Kevin Bacon. So I told her after Midnight Meat Train and Hatchet.
I told her.
Then we'll watch Stir of Echoes. We'll see. I've seen the movie. I kind of fondly remember it, but I also fondly remembered Night of the Comet.
Yeah,
so,
you fondly remember all your movies.
I mean, I'm sure they worked hard on them, Chris.
I still think Night of the Comet was good. Even though we had our little truck.
Yeah.
I still.
It's better. It's better up here though than it was rewatching again.
It's better in the nostalgia through the nostalgia lens for sure. Yeah, but Midnight Train should be good, and then we'll watch Kevin's Bacon, and then
Hatchet, then Kevin's
Hatchet Wound.
Hatchet Wound.
Misty says Midnight Meat Train was her pick.
Mark, did you have to ask somebody what that meant, or did you?
Oh, I know what it means. Come on.
Oh, you last week you seemed, or Sunday you seemed kind of
Mark knows, and he's 75 years old. He's been around.
Come on, man.
Enrico. Knock it off. You don't look like over 65.
We're at a certain age. We know, we've been around the block.
Corey says, seen Star of Echoes, not enough hot babes.
Yeah. Hoot babes? The owls?
By the way, guys, I was on Andy Smith's show today promoting US-Assassin 4, guest starring Roddy Piper. Campaign's live on Indiegogo. And we got a cover reveal today by our own Chris Graves. I got the covers all. He sent me two. We're going to have to talk about this. But US-Assassin 4, Search for Bazooka Dog begins. Team recruits Roddy Piper to help in their mission. We've got two awesome covers to choose from John Stinsman. We've got the US-Assassin cover. We also got the Roddy Piper cover. Fantastic. I absolutely love this Roddy Piper cover. Here's some of Mike McMahon's incredible interiors. Mike, who we're all happy is recovering from cancer surgery, and he's hard at work on this book. He's up to page 50. 22 pages to go because this big adventure is 72 pages.
Damn.
Shout out to Mike.
Mike is putting in the work, man. When Volume 4 is done, we're going to have over 250 pages of US-Assassin content, all drawn by Mike McMahon.
Nice.
So hats off to him. Killer double-page spread of Slither's Homeworld. We got the mercenary Flip Gordon back, and of course, first appearance of USSR Assassin in Siberia, the Cyborg Bear. Everyone loves these guys, so much so that I had to write a short story for them. We'll get to that. But first, If you're new to U.S. Assassin, pick up War Stories, collects volumes 1 and 3, 180 pages, full color, digest size, all for $25. That includes the crossover with Graveyard Shift. And then The Art of Mike McMahon, because we can't get enough of Mike here. Hardcover, 48 pages, collects the very best work of Mike. Not just covers and interiors, but also pinups, promotional artwork, and private commissions. So check it out.
Let's get hard with Mike.
Yeah, I like that, Sean. Sean, you and your taglines, man, I love it. Get hard with Mike.
Yeah.
We also got the trading card set, 12 cards, all the team members, including our guest star, Roddy Piper. Stretch goals will add more cards to the set. If you get the everything tier or, the special sign-up discounted everything tier, you'll get the card 13, which is a team shot drawn by Renzo Rodriguez. Show off your fandom. Get the U.S. Assassin 24 by 36-inch flag designed by Dexter Weeks. And here we go. We got the set of 2 ash cans. First up, USSR Assassin and Siberia Nightmare Island. 8-page short story. Leads into my first novel. And we got interior pages by Jaro. Jaro just sent me a double-page spread, which is, I can't show it because I'll end up showing the whole story. But it's absolutely gorgeous.
Awesome.
He's killing it. And also killing it, our guy Chris Graves. He's doing the cover for this book. These are the pencils. Now, when we showed this off on launch, I mean, people were heaping praise on Chris, and with good reason. This cover is absolutely badass, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, to be honest. And the characters are fucking cool. Mike did a kick-ass job, and I just wanted to try my hand at them. And, so they speak for themselves and where they come from, I think, with the visuals that Mike gave us. And, yeah, man, I just wanted to play on that a little bit.
Hey, Chris, are you using any different technique penciling-wise, like rendering at least?
Nah, man, it's just nothing crazy. Like
Okay.
Like you do, what the fuck? David Finch, just you start with your hard shadows, and then you just work towards the light source, man. It's
Nice.
pretty much. And unless when you get to the fur and stuff. So my background is actually like realism. I used to do portraits and shit like that. So when I do the fur, or anything like that, it's kind of hard for me because I always revert back to that style and not your typical comic book rendering. Other than that, man, it's the same old, nothing crazy.
Whatever your magic is, it's fucking beautiful.
I appreciate it, man.
Awesome.
Look who's joining us in the chat.
There he is.
Himself, Mike McMahon. He says Midnight Meat Train, a porno by any other name. Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw that one.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Yeah. Mark Penkrin says Jeff John sent Mike a nice care package. He did. He sent him a bunch of those. What's Jeff John's new company called? I don't know. He does the book Geiger. He sent Mike a nice care package full of books and stuff. So awesome.
That's cool.
Oh, is that like that Fabric? The guy?
Oh yeah, Jason Fabric. Yep.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
What is it? It's Ghost Machine, right? Ghost Machine.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's awesome, dope, man.
Yeah. Mark says, glad you're covering nicely, sir. Yeah, we're all happy for Mike. We got Zaid Comics in the house. What's up, Phil Diaz?
Lobo.
He says this cover is dope. We're about to show the inks. Yep, Phil. Ghost Machine. That's right.
What's his book called? Rook? Is that his book?
Yeah, there's Rook. I guess that's the Jeff Johns, Jason Fabric one, right?
Yeah, that's the one I want, man.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring this page down, and I'm gonna bring up Chris's inked cover. Let's take a look, man. This Chris sent it to me about maybe an hour ago. It looks great.
Yeah, I've been a little hectic today, but we're good.
Here we go.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's awesome.
Start up at the top. Look at this beautiful work.
Look at that bear head, man. God. So good.
They said I was crazy when I put a bear head on Cable, but
Nah, that's why I wanted to draw him. To be honest, was the bear head.
yeah,
It sounds silly, but I was like, I want to do like a kick-ass bear and with all the fur and all that fun shit. So
looks
That's
awesome, man.
great.
cool, man.
Go do that slow scroll.
Thank you.
Just go slow. Go all the way down.
I love the armored arm. Looks great.
Yeah, the Magistry lines.
Man, the wristbands with the spikes looks fantastic. I love the line work on the fur, especially that one arm. That looks great.
Thanks, man.
And then as we scroll slowly down, here we go. USSR Assassin. Love it. And we got the reflection of the mercenary in the sickle.
No, fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Absolutely beautiful. Great job, Chris.
That is Jesus.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Amazing.
That's a brilliant cover because it's the mercenary looking at them, the reflection of him. Like that's smart thinking. Like, there's only a couple other covers that can come to mind, and I'm like, that's genius. How like the thought of it. Like you may think like it's simple, but not. It's fucking brilliant.
Oh, go on, Sean. I love
No. In my autistic knowledge, because I'm the smartest artist there is. Yeah, I love it.
Corey's got to get his digs in, man. He says, just don't color it pink. Do nice oranges and blues, no pink.
What's with you and no pink? Pink is nice.
Doesn't like the pink.
Yeah.
He doesn't think of pink.
Not what I heard.
Mike says Graves killed this cover. So honored.
Fuck yeah, man. Thanks, Mike. Get better, brother.
Just don't use my colorist because he's backed up.
I would never steal another man's colors. Except that one time when I did. When Sean was stressing over pages. And I just said, hey, Dad, would you color this? I didn't think he would do it like right away.
With friends like Mark, who the fuck needs that?
I just wanted to get in the queue. I thought there was going to be a wait. I didn't realize I could jump to the head of the line.
You come across like a nice guy, like this.
I am a nice guy.
Yeah, you're
come on,
devious son of a bitch.
So Chris, this isn't the only cover you sent. You sent me another one.
Yeah, this is more of a concept, and
it took me a while, and I was like, oh, I know what you're doing. This is a homage cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like the lettering and stuff is kind of like, I'm just kind of fudging with it, and I just wanted to throw something on there, see what you thought. But
yeah,
the cover itself is a homage to my boy. Yeah.
So Mike, if you're still there, Chris homaged you with this the second cover, which I love, and I also love the logo you came up with. We'll have to discuss this, but here we go. This is a homage to Volume 3. Now I can just picture Anthony George coloring this and adding, the flames and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, we got the. I dig the logo, USSR Assassin in Siberia, with the correct dash.
With the correct spelling.
But here we go, man. This is a play off Mike's cover to Volume 3. With half the USAssassin symbol and half graveyard shift symbol, which I have tattooed on my forearm. But this is great with you came up with logos for USSR Assassin and Siberia. I love the bear skull.
Yeah, that's great.
So I sent one to Mark initially. It was just like the bear, and then I threw the sickle on like the forehead or something just to kind of represent. And I knew I had seen something cool, and I was like, you know what? I think he did a cover like this. And I checked on his Facebook page, and there it was. So
yeah, we got a Moral Fat 40
going on.
He says, "Yo."
That's cool.
Corey Bart saying needs more babes. Not everything needs babes, man.
Whoa.
Well, come on, man. Your cover doesn't have a babes. It doesn't need it.
Yeah, because there's going to be some babes inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark says Comrade, yeah. Comrade Graves killer. Comrade, yeah. But killer, I love this. I love the concept.
Yeah. So
That's
There
gonna
you
be
have it.
Mark's next tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh man, could I get a Russian?
Oh,
Mm.
People think I'm a hipster or something.
No, you better quit Stalin.
Mm.
Oh.
So, guys, this cover is available on the campaign as an add-on. I would have to make the books available separately. I think people are really digging Chris's work, so maybe I'll make it as a a single tier as well, that you don't have to make an additional purchase. But yeah, keep checking the campaign page. Also, from me, we have. Well, I'm not publishing it, but Grok Comics is. We got Remnant, Thief in the Night #1. I wrote the main story. They're at $1,400. Bunch of killer covers to choose from, and Grok Comics has done a bunch of books. You can get them all available. They're all available in different bundles. Let's take a look at some of these killer covers. We got this one right here. Said Nakan. I love it. I used it for a bunch of stuff, including he did a USAssassin 4 cover over on Fund My Comic. We also got covers by Raymond Lee and Calvin Henio. The Calvin Henio one. I mean, they're all great. This Raymond Lee one, killer. I don't know. It almost looks like a photorealistic background with the main character painted. I love it.
Hmm.
And then where's this? Here we go. Calvin Henio.
yeah, that was cool.
Very Spawn-esque. Yeah. So guys, make sure you check out Thief in the Night #1 over on Kickstarter. And of course, can't forget about Sean. Don't be a bum. Back Type 1. What's new in the Type 1 world, Sean? I know you're drawing pages every day.
Yeah, I'm frantically working on the book. We're penciling out layouts and pages. Like I'm going back more to traditional and laying off digital for now. So when I scan in and resize and do my funky funks, I'm gonna print it out and do it on blue line and just type pencils, kind of like what like Shelby does. Not as good as Shelby, but that method, because I don't know, I just kind of fell in love with doing traditional again. Like I've been either on my iPad or Cintiq for so long that I don't know. It's like a spark kind of hit. Like talking, like we had so many great guests on that and stuff, from Joe Benitez to a bunch of other cats that are just like, I don't know. I got a new burning in my ass, and it's not because of my royalties.
Mark, easy. Easy.
But things are going great. Dan's got a batch of pages right now that he's working on.
Awesome.
Rick just sent Dan a piece by Jeff Muth. Anyway, that's fantastic.
Oh, I met him at SpawnCon. He's great.
Yeah. He mentioned that. That's going to be for the donation tier. So anybody that donates now, like I still got to set that up. Just waiting for the piece to get into show. You back that tier, you're backing 2 books, no shipping because everything's kind of included with the printing and the pricing. But as a thank you, everybody that's donated through Indiegogo and Fund My Comic is going to get a metal trading card by Jeff Mute and Dan Kemp colors. And then we're going to send equal amounts of cards to kids, but paper, so they don't throw them around like ninjas. But once I get that file back, I'll set it up that for what it is. But everybody that's donated now, since in past, they essentially bought 2 books. So, and you're getting a Mike McMahon Prism kind of cool tchotchke cards for anybody that's signed up.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
You talked about being inspired. I mean, you heard me.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. All right.
No.
Okay.
Rude.
Tell us more, man. I thought you were done.
Well, I was about to.
Okay.
Step on my nutsack, if you will. All right, so this glorious cover is by me and Dan Kemp. Got to represent Jersey. Got Newark, New Jersey in the back. It's a little foul, but that's just how Newark is. If you scroll down, I got some awesome covers by some very talented friends. Joe's working on the cover now. He's wrapping up things with Reaper Destroyer, so he's got the layout for that. Once he finishes penciling it, I will ink it and then send it to Dan. this is a fallen comrade. Shout out to Phil McNulty, God bless the dead. Pulling out. Phil captured the 90s, colored by Dan Kemp, and it looks great. And I tell people I drew this because I don't care. Next one, we got a heavy hitter. We got Chris Graves and the Writhe Payne Streets dynamic team-up duo. He really kicked the ass on this. This is look, I'm lucky to have the friends I have, even long gone Phil. But you guys just came out and just kicked all sorts of ass. And yeah, great blues. Z did that one. And then for Fun My Comic, Dan Dahl and Enrico did awesome coloring for that, which is doing tremendously well. Really happy.
I don't have that one pulled up. Sorry, Sean.
Story. It's like streaming with Joey. God damn. But anyway, yeah. So
give Sean his due.
I don't even have I Fund My Comic pulled up. I'm sorry.
Damn.
God, man. God damn it.
Where's my flowers?
I told you. You think he's your good friend.
Chris says, wow, nice red background.
Yeah.
I like that.
But anyway, if you like anime such as like Guyver or Tekkaman Blade or Dan Kuga mixed in with 90s and 80s comics and cartoons with some like Mayan Aztec mystery, like
I love that stuff.
This is the book for you, Mark. I'm glad you liked it. Don't be a bum. Back Type 1. Working on the book now, and it'll be a little late, but once you get it in your hands, it's going to be 46 pages of kick-ass action and cool stories. So that's my spiel. Don't be a bum. Back it. You bought shittier books.
Great job, Sean. Or books you didn't get. At least this one you're.
Oh, good point. Good point, Chris.
That's true.
You're getting some fucking.
So before I stepped on Sean, I was saying, Sean's talking about being inspired. The other night, I went to the theaters and I saw Frank Miller, American Genius.
How was that?
It was great. I was inspired after watching it. I was like,
I'm sorry.
I want to pick up a pencil. I want to start drawing.
Okay.
But yeah, they followed the career. Well, first I started off with a live Q&A. They had Rosario Dawson interviewing Frank for about half hour. And then it went to the documentary, and it started, real early when Frank was a teenager, wanting to be a comic book artist, and his dad, his mom didn't want him to go. He said he was going to move to New York as a teenager, 19 years old, and his mom said, "No way, I'm putting an end to this." And his dad stepped up for him and said, "Frank's going, and I'm driving him there." And
awesome.
Drove him to New York. He struggled when he first got there, couldn't find any work. He eventually went to Neil Adams, showed Neil Adams the samples, and Neil said, "Quit, find a new job, a new profession. You're terrible."
Sounds like Neil Adams.
Yeah.
And Frank said, well, what's wrong with everything? And Neil spent a long time just pointing out everything that was wrong in all his samples. And Frank said, well, give me some time. I'll go back and I'll fix it. And, maybe you can take another look. So he worked on the samples, fixed everything Neil said, took it back. And then Neil pointed out more stuff wrong with it. And Frank didn't give up. He just kept working on it to the point where Neil kind of felt bad for him and just gave him some advertising work just so he could survive in New York because he wasn't getting any jobs. And then finally he threw him a comic gig. I think it was like a Twilight Zone comic or something, because they were looking for someone with Frank's style. So Frank drew the issue. He presented all the pages to Neil and said, what do you think? And Neil looked at it and picked out a million things that was wrong with it. And Frank said, oh, what should I do? I already turned it into the publisher and they accepted it. And Neil said, what? They accepted it? Stop asking me questions then. You're on your way. And Neil said a year later, he was working on Daredevil at Marvel and his star was on the rise. So never give up, man. And he started out as an artist on Daredevil. And then he gave his editor a sample script. And his editor, pissed off, threw it at Jim Shooter and said, look at this. And Shooter was like, what? And the guy was like, he's too good for that to be his first script, and it just like he just pissed people off with how great he was. I mean, it lightly covered some of the negative stuff. I really wanted to hear like his talk on what went wrong with the Spirit movie, because personally I love the Spirit movie, but it was and Will Eisner apparently is like one of his heroes. So for him to adapt the Spirit into a motion picture was a big deal for him. But I know a lot of people didn't like it because he kind of made it into gave it that Sin City look. But they just like showed clips of it and then like showed some headlines about the box office and what a flop it was, and they briefly covered Holy Terror, in which he kind of says he was in a bad place then. His alcoholism was in full effect, but man, just like everything he's done, like all the great, it's crazy to think all the great stuff he's responsible for. Sin City, 300, Daredevil, Dark Knight, Wolverine. The Wolverine, Marvel teamed up their two biggest guys at the time, Frank Miller and Chris Claremont, and did a Wolverine miniseries.
That was such a good run, dude.
Yeah.
And
am I wrong, or like his run on Batman totally changed the character for like ever, right?
Oh, it did. Yeah.
Like Batman, like a certain way, and then his version came and just changed all Batman after that.
Yeah,
that's fucking genius, man. Fucking genius.
And I wasn't even familiar with.
No, I mean, Dark Knight Returns was sort of an Elseworlds. It wasn't canon, but it was so good, it like seeped into canon. And just,
yeah.
But I was unfamiliar with some of his newer stuff from DC. He did Superman Year One with John Romita Jr., which I'll have to check it out. And apparently he did a book called The Golden Boy or Golden Child, which is the child of, is it Superman and Wonder Woman? I think. But that looks really cool as well. And then he's got his new company with Dan DiDio, which, Ronin 2 with Philip Tan looks incredible.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think that was like the top 5, definitely top 3 books of the year last year.
Philip Tan and Daniel Enrique is doing their. I mean, I think Philip Tan is basically just doing layouts or roughs, and dude, Daniel Enrique is just fucking killing that book.
Yeah. But yeah, man, if it played in theaters one night, but I think it might be available to stream now. So if you have an opportunity to watch it, definitely check it out. For going to the theater, we got a Frank Miller print, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Mark says, yeah, those books both suck. What, the Superman Year One and Golden Child? I'll take Penguin's opinion on it. Mark and I usually like the same stuff. The Frank Miller Productions books are all good. That's awesome.
Well, dude, you should definitely do some fucking drawing, man. I have that one you did of what was that, Sea Dog?
Oh yeah, you inked it for me. Yeah,
you got skills, man. You should.
That's what I've been telling him. It's like, oh,
just finding the time, man.
It's like I gotta go in the hot tub. I'm like, you gotta put the lead to the paper, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, just get done.
Now, Enrico, I wanted to talk about this. You're going to Heroes Con this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, can't wait. Yeah.
When you leave?
When do you leave for that?
Thursday or tomorrow afternoon.
Oh,
nice. Are you flying down or driving?
Flying, yeah.
Smart.
That's the way to go, man.
Yeah, flying.
Not for Chris, though.
Bought a new big suitcase and throw all my prints in there. I got to drive to because I finished this exclusive show poster, right? So I'm gonna and I missed the deadline to get it to the printer in time for it to be delivered, like shipped. So now I got to drive over to Fireball to pick it up. So tomorrow.
You gotta go to Philly?
I gotta work, but on my lunch break, I'm gonna fly over to Fireball, pick up my prints, come back. Then I gotta go to Staples and run off a couple things for like my table signs, and then I gotta finish packing, and then I gotta get on the plane. So I'm like last minute Larry over here.
Now you killed it at SpawnCon with that event poster, so it's awesome to see you giving it another try. It looks great, by the way. I saw you posted on Instagram.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was it's fun to do, and I think that's like my thing. I do these show posters. Hopefully, people dig them.
Get ready to draw a lot.
Those are commemorative.
That show's an art show.
Show. I'm gonna do one for PiscorCon too. By the way, I paid for my table.
So awesome.
They're going.
Yeah. Chris, what's going to take you to One Day Fly?
I don't know. Just give me a fucking Xanax and a fucking beer.
Yeah.
Drag my fucking big ass on there.
Man, I was disappointed. I heard there won't be a SpawnCon 2.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Really?
Yeah, I actually, because the last announcement on the SpawnCon Facebook page was early 2024 we'll announce SpawnCon 2. So I went on there and said, any announcement coming up? And they said, sadly, it's not going to happen.
No.
And I was like, oh, wow. I wonder if Todd said 1 year is good enough, but no more.
Just do an unofficial one then. Like, what's to stop anybody from just putting together a fan expo? You know?
Missy says she's got meds for you, Chris.
Oh, sign me up, because that's the only fucking way that's going to happen.
I'm trying to get something finished for the Heroes Con art auction this year, and I don't know if I'm going to make it, but like I'm really close on something.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's different for me. I used some female reference, so it's a little less like I mean, it's still me, but like I used some reference to make these two female figures look like a little bit more I wouldn't say realistic, but I used reference. Let's put it that way.
Nice.
Go back to Sean real quick. When it's funny you brought up the traditional art stuff, because I had the same thing, man. I've been on iPad or fucking not Cintiq, but whatever the Huion shit I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to be honest, I think there's something different when you pencil a page. It almost like your characters has a weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That you almost lack if you go completely digital. And even if you do like a layout, a digital layout,
Yeah.
you print it out like you were saying, the fact that you put that lead, maybe I'm just crazy, but
No,
the minute I put the lead to
you're
pencil,
right.
lead to paper, my style has a totally different feel. It feels like there's weight, there's more. They almost like there's mass to it. You know what I mean? So
dude.
I'm with you.
I'm with you 100%. We were talking about this at Free Comic Book Day, right, Sean? A little bit.
Yeah.
It's like it's just different when you use traditional tools, man. And like you just said, Chris, I think that's the way to go. I think for me, my workflow right now is like digital layout, because you can cut and paste and resize, and it just it's just less erasing basically, right, on the paper on the Bristol board.
Yep.
And print that out, and I'll light box it, or I use like a carbon paper, transfer that shit, and then finish the pencils. I think it's important to leave a little bit so you can draw a little bit.
So you're not tracing it.
And then
Yeah,
100%. Like I like it's bare minimum layout, just like you were saying. So yeah, and let's be honest, dude. When you're using a computer and you're doing layouts, proportions, and all that shit, you can just see it.
Sure.
It's right there in front of you. You know it's fucked up. You can flip it easy and all that good stuff. But yeah, I print out like a bare minimum line, and sometimes if the line's good enough, I'll just go right onto that board, or like you said, like light box it. And and the rest is just you're doing it on the page.
Yeah. And
I don't know, man. It's got a different life altogether.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
Enrico,
awesome.
how's that pen you got? That quill pen that you ordered off of
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's really it's awesome. I have to do like a little video, or at least a little reel for it or something for my Instagram. But I'm getting a brush one too. But they're a little more expensive. But it's a sable hair brush. It's a Kuretake. Yeah, and you can fill that up the same way you can fill up the quill that I got. Yeah, Chris, I got the. Did I show that on the show when you were on the show?
I don't think
quill
so.
I got.
You got new tools?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Now, Chris, next week you have Garden State Comic Fest, correct?
Yeah. Next week got Garden State Comic Fest. I was a late, I almost said late comer. I just said it. But now, so I'm on the frigid side, but I got my rack for the books, you know, are signed in the back, man. And it's going to be my first convention that I actually do by myself. So I'm excited for that.
Awesome,
I'm
man.
bringing my son to dress up as Spider-Man. And the last time we went, he ended up finding the guy that looks just like J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Joe, yeah.
Yeah.
And they had one of the guys that had like do the good photography there, and they took some cool pictures. So I'm bringing him again. Hopefully they can hook up.
Awesome.
Just gonna make a fun weekend of it with the family. Man.
Yeah. Me, Sean, Misty, and Chase, we're gonna come visit you on Saturday.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
What do you
Chris,
got for us, Enrico?
So Chris,
There's
I
a lot of
got
good guys.
I got like 2 different flavors of these, right? So this is Ackerman pens. I found this online. So I got one like traditional looking one,
Right.
and it's so look, it's a fountain pen. So it's refillable, right?
Yeah.
So it has like a cartridge, you can refill it with ink, or you can use a converter. But the thing about this is it's converted for a G pen nib, dude.
Holy
You see
shit.
that? So it's not just a standard like fountain pen. It's literally a dip pen. It's a G pen, but instead of having to dip it, it has the feed and the little nub thing to like.
How's the flow?
It's good. I mean, sometimes it's it could be a little heavy maybe, but it's not. It seems to work really well. And then I have this other one I haven't tried, but this one is same thing. It's a G pen also, but it's like this is a gravity feed. So you just like stick it into your ink and you just twist this thing to suck the ink up into it. And then,
shit.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. So I'm trying to build that into like my workflow now instead of, having to dip my pen all the time. I mean, it's fun to use the whatever ink and dip it and stuff too, but this is kind of cool. And then I'm getting the next one I'm going to get is the Kuretake brush pen. So then it's a sable hair brush, but it's the same thing, same principle. You don't have to dip into the, ink anymore.
Yeah. After you keep using them, let me know because how the tips are. I heard some of those type of pens, the tips can get a little wonky or jacked up. But
yeah,
so far so good. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So they have and they have a 102. They have a Hunt's Mapping Point 102 in the same thing. I just got the G pen because I like the G nib. The 102 is a great nib too, but I just decided on the G for this one. But I think if I keep going with it, I'll get the 102 because the 102 is like that's your classic Scott Williams, Todd McFarlane, Liefeld. That's the nib.
That's their nib.
But that's cool, man. Like the Ackerman pens. I don't know if you look it up.
Yeah,
everybody.
Awesome, man. So that'll do it this week, man. We're at an hour mark. Enrico, good look at look. Can't talk. Good luck at Heroes Con.
Good looking.
I'll do a couple live streams, like probably from Instagram, just a couple minutes of the floor and the art auction, like I did last year or stuff. So we'll see. Smart
going live. Don't take footage because then we'll never edit it and put it up.
I was gonna but I'll probably never edit it. But
your SpawnCon video, my Chicago.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna release the SpawnCon one on like the anniversary of it.
There you go.
Right?
Hey, Mark, what do you use to display the cards?
Oh, I have a card display.
Yeah, I googled that, and
yeah,
I just got all these like weird cases that were like $200. I said,
I'll see if I can find the link for it, and I'll send it to you.
No, for sure.
Yours is all heavy duty, right? Isn't it like PVC plastic and?
It's plastic, but it's a little thin in some areas. Like I think it's already tearing in one spot.
Don't even say it, Sean. I see Sean's head pop.
Come on.
What is
that?
He was totally engrossed in what he was doing. You're like, yeah, it's a little thin in some areas. Sean's.
I just noticed Sean's thing says that fulfill her. Oh my God.
Oh boy. Mark Penguin, the real reason year 2 isn't happening is because he never released the year 1 footage.
I know.
If people saw how much fun we had, there definitely would have been a year 2. Man, I need to see this footage because we did the haunted attraction.
I gave up on it. Yeah, no. Oh my god. Yeah.
Did Jay take anything?
Hey, you know, yeah, one day it'll happen one day, guys.
Jay didn't. I don't think Jay took any footage. Yeah.
My video is starring Jay from Desolate Soul Studios,
Yeah.
not Gooch from Diabolical.
Oh
Two
yeah.
different people. Two different
Oh
people.
my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally
he's
different
completely
person.
completely different persona.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. His channel is about. He either broke it, but he's at like 10K followers already.
It's amazing.
Look at
Yeah.
him, man.
He's kicking ass. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's doing the Lord's work.
We're doing something wrong over here.
Yeah, we're talking about comic books.
Yeah. Gotta talk about some anime, right?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll do it for this week, man. Everyone knows where they can find us at. Let's just close this. I want to go have dinner. Thanks for watching, guys.